An adventurous eater.
What's the spiciest?
Oh no, I don't like hot spice. For me, I think England have got a great chance. But every time that we've gone into a World Cup, we've always had a good squad. It's just that we don't seem to have produced our best football in the tournament. And I think that's the important factor this year, is that if England produce the form that they showed in qualification, then I think they'll have a great tournament. But it's all about being ready for the tournament, you know, and we've got some great players now at great times of their career, because they've got experience, but they're still not very old. So I think, yeah, they've got a great chance. No, I don't think England over-relies on Rooney, because he's not scored that many goals for England. He's scored a lot of goals for Manchester this season. But if you look at the other goal scorers, they contribute quite a lot. You know, and especially with the two midfield players that we've got in Gerrard and Lampard. You know, two great players there, and Lampard always seems to score. So, no, I don't think we... obviously, if we have Wayne there, it's going to be a massive boost for us, and which I'm sure he will be there anyway. But, you know, the whole team, for me, looks like it can score goals. It depends. It depends how far he tells Gerrard to go. You know, English football has always been 4-4-2. You know, so if you start changing that in a World Cup, then it's a little bit different and strange. You know, so I would say stay with the formation, and then just give them a little bit of a free rein where they can go. One goes, one stays. You know, you have to. But with Gerrard and Lampard, they've got the experience now to be able to see that. You know, who holds and who goes. I think, you know, you've got to look at people like Heskey, because he brings so much to the game. I know people criticise him for not scoring goals, but his overall contribution to the game is massive. You know, so but then you look at someone like Peter Crouch as well, who is so tall and is such a dangerous threat in the air, but he's also very good with his feet. You know, and he's scoring goals. So I would, you know, it's either Crouch or Heskey, and I don't know, it's very close competition there. For me, it's David James, no doubt at all, because lots and lots of experience. I think Robert Green is a little bit short on experience for the World Cup, but you know, the World Cup is such a pressure game. It's huge. You know, you have Premier League, you have England, and then it's World Cup. You know, it's just so high, high in pressure. So that's why I choose David James, because he's got lots of experience. When you see David James, he's taller than me. He's like 6'5", and he's a big guy. You know, so when a guy's going to take the penalty, the goal just goes like this, it goes smaller. So, yeah, you know, David's got lots of experience, but he's definitely going to be my #1 for penalty shootout as well. Right. Yeah, I can't wait to see Rooney in the World Cup. I think that's just going to be fantastic for England too. But the guy that I'm looking forward to seeing most is Messi. You know, I saw him play against Arsenal in the Champions League, and he was just unbelievable. In both games, I watched the game at Arsenal, then I watched the Barcelona one on TV, and he's just a fantastic player. And he's only, what, 22, 23? It's just frightening. So I can't wait to see him. Yeah, obviously it's a part of my history now. You know, so, you know, people say to me, "Oh, do you think he meant it?" And I say it doesn't matter, because whether he meant it or not, it still went in. I know he didn't mean it, because I knew straight after the game that he didn't mean it. But you know, it's still a long shot from what, 40 yards or something. But it still went in the top corner. I think now Arsenal need maybe 1 or 2 players that are the finished article. You know, not young players waiting to come through. Players that are already at the top of their game. The longer you go without winning things, players are going to get unrestful. You know, they're seeing all their friends at other clubs winning trophies, and as a player, that's what you want. When you're a player at the top of your game, you want to win trophies. You know, and they had a good mixture of old players and young players, whereas the Arsenal team now is a lot of young players. So maybe you just need that little, you know, just 1 or 2 older players, like I said earlier, you know, that have got the experience and are at the top of their game now. We're not waiting for years to come. You know, because if you keep waiting and waiting, all of a sudden one of those players may leave. A little known fact about myself.
Not very few people. Very few people know.
Have you noticed that I've shaved my tash and ponytail?
Yes.
A little unknown fact. But I've just climbed Kilimanjaro. That was for a charity in England. We're trying to raise £100,000, and we're nearly there now. But it was a really, really hard experience. Very tough. Just freezing cold up there. We had a bad weather. We got to the top, and then there was a little extra way to the summit, but the weather was too bad. The main thing that I would do is fishing. I love my fishing, or play golf. Lots of times before World Cups, we would play golf. In '98, we stayed on a golf complex, so we could play just even if it's just half an hour. You know, just go and do something away from football, just to take your mind. I play off 5.
Wow. Still?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Not all the time that I've been over here has been through football. Singapore was football with Arsenal. I've been to China twice, once with Arsenal and once with England. And we went on the Great Wall. And a great experience, you know, because the fans are just fantastic. They are so fanatical. I would like to go back, because when I came to Singapore, it was a long time ago. It was probably about 91, 92. So, yeah, you know, so I would like to go back there. But I remember it being very clean. We weren't allowed really to eat the food because we were preparing for a game, so we have our own food. You know, so when we come over here, we bring our chef, and because we can't risk getting you know, any stomach problems. If England get the bid, follow England. I don't know. You know, obviously you have to have great stadiums and great transport systems. You know, if you make sure that you have that, then you've got a good chance. But that's exactly what England are trying to do now. Just thank you for the way that they greeted me yesterday. Okay. You know, it was a great feeling. You know, see all those fans, and I'm sure that there's lots and lots more. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots and lots more that are here. But that was just massive thank you. No, there's thousands of Arsenal fans here, I know. You know, and if we do get time, yeah, of course I would like to go. I hope they've got pictures of me on the wall.
Oh, of course.
My girlfriend's a professional, so yeah, we go and train, and that's how I keep fit. You know, I go and train and do ice skating and coaching at Arsenal. You know, I keep in shape.
Are you good?
I'm a lot better now.
Oh, yeah.
Now I have a good coach.
Yeah, you have a good coach.